welcome back to more Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. This is the second time attempting to record this video part, so I already know some of what I'll be doing. We will, during this part, just be talking and I will be explaining near future. I am going to be stopping my recordings temporarily. And I'm going to be focusing on other tasks in my life. I will get back to this hopefully at the beginning of next year. This should be the last video part I record for this year, provided this one doesn't screw up too. This is Dalla's room. Yeah, we will be talking with her later. The only advantage of this is I don't have to screw up this time.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge the think tank had to share on the sciences.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
You seem like you are the one in charge. You are...
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
One moment, you seem like the one in charge... Or, wait, no. I have some questions about this brain extraction you all performed.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dalla knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
You said before that Mobius might have my brain.
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
What's this autodoc surgery code you mentioned?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old auto dock. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
And we don't have a high enough medicine skill for that one. Why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
Medicine 50 Robo-Scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures? How, chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
Yeah, logical. That's all for now.
Yes, a most goodbye.
Okay, so finish raiding the rooms. I'm going to be changing something I did last time. I mean, the reason of a blind run is so that I can't do that, but the game is going, or if my recording software is going to not work properly, then fine. So I don't remember what all is where. Oh, Magnum rounds. There we go. Scientist glove, some ammo. One of these boxes has a melee weapon. Just don't remember which one. Maybe in here? I love how they all have, like, piles of mentats everywhere. Seriously, I could feel mentats constantly while in this area and never run out. Okay, that's a hand-to-hand weapon. Nice as that is, I do want my melee weapon. Ammo box.
The lobotomite! Has it come for hellos? You get no such satisfaction from me.
Let's talk with you.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Animal? Did you just call me an animal?
Yes, animal. Hormones, pores, glands, all wrapped up in skin. Who knows what terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis? Scalpels shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know.
Who are you? What do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You are responsible for cazadors?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
What makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
I don't think they're sterile. They breed alright.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
Go ahead, you might make me more fertile.
Impregnate you? What? Do you want to make me vomit inside my tank? The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns.
You don't seem to have a grasp on your own research.
Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
Alright, when did you create cazadors? Actually, no. So Night Stalkers were created for what purpose then?
To preserve Coyote. No, wait. The snake DNA was important because the snakes with the rattles were dying out and... Or maybe it was a vet from Callus in X8. He had some mountain lion, eagle, condor idea. Bet you can't breed this, he said. Showed him. Then it spliced itself into a coyote, a snake thing, which was eventually successful. Kept that DNA where it belonged. Spliced. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
I want to see if I can get back to the thing and get the Cazador option. So I will be skipping. Back to where it was. Alright, when did you create Cazadors?
In 2000, let's see, carry the 3, then count backwards from the Great Static, or beyond. There were the tarantula debates. And something about hawks, which made it around 2003, May, Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. Why?
Okay, so tell me about this radar fence around the crater.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
Wait a minute. No, wait, the fence doesn't make much sense to me.
It makes perfect sense. Who are you to question the mighty radar fence? Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Don't you want to leave here?
No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
Doesn't that prove you wrong?
Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable. Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
Okay. Never mind.
I'm
just gonna cut him off. I'm going to go talk with 8 now. Or not 8, oh. No, wait, 8. It's me, I wanted to ask some questions. Who are you? Good to meet you, double circle, dash, whoever. Tell me about the big empty. No need to get indignant, I was just asking a question. Can you tell me about these technologies Klein wants? You sound agitated, or you're percolating, or something. Wait, after listening a bit, that's Robco term link protocol you're broadcasting, right? Well, I've hacked enough... No, actually, can't get away from their code, even with voice modules, huh? Nice pun on the header file ref. I agree, if someone would take the time, you're more than just sound effects in a tank. Wait, no, I understand it's hard to learn a new language. If that's Robco term link protocol, doesn't that mean it can be hacked? If that's term link code, don't worry, I'm not going to take advantage of your exposed code. Not a problem. I know what it's like to be experimented on. How did you fire up the sonic emitter when I arrived again? Nothing to be embarrassed about, it's just that it's best to keep that stuff private, you know? Now that we know each other better, can you tell me more about the sonic emitter? I'm glad my character understands this, because I'm not getting any of that. I understood that part already. Eggs Village, can you point it out on my Pip-Boy? So your house is there? So, wait, how many? One or... Oh, 2 codes. One for the jukebox and one for the opera. Nice, I'll keep an eye out. I'll be going now. Yay for level ups. There's Dala.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin?
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
It seems to me you have more biological needs than your counterparts.
What? Nonsense.
Yeah, I'll just do each of the options once, because it'll make me do 3.
What? What are you doing?
And if you want to read what they are, just pause the video.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography? Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at the human body.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
I could come back anytime and just breathe if you want.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my gel might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo. Woo. Purple, purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
We've spoken enough.
Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
So this is just going to be a story part in case you haven't figured out. I won't be doing anything. Usually I would do this off screen, but as it's a, you know, blind run, I'm not sure what's going to trigger stuff. Yes, the dog whimpered. I want to find it. I found a police baton last time. Of course, it might have just been a random spawn.
I don't understand how you can stand those leg things. Predictable.
What he's going to say. Tell me about Mobius and these monsters of his.
That genius Mobius somehow cobbled together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
A giant robot scorpion.
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
Fairly high, knowing this game. Can you tell me about this facility?
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing.
Makes it light up like a planetarium. Planetariums came after the sky. You know you've lived a sheltered life if you utter the following statements. No, what do you do here?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
That doesn't sound impressive, breaking machines, that is.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
Okay. I think we've spoken long enough.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
We're gonna go talk with Klein a bit more, because there's still a quest we can get.
I can hear your... Did you retrieve the technology?
Oh. Why do I have this strange passive sensation in here?
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
Why the anti-aggressive programming?
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who were these visitors?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Who is Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw up on the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
These mechanical robots consume intelligence? Robo-scorpion, sorry. Are you certain of your findings?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
So he's just covering up for his own inability to think. Okay, thank you. That's all for now.
Yes, a most goodbye.
Wait, I can still jump. You. I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Tell me what happened.
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, 8 tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now.
Who were the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker. And the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Okay. The person he mentioned
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception,
who
then.
escaped, it's one of the spoilers my friends have been giving me, is actually someone from the Dead Money expansion, the one I'm not doing. She's really good with machines, even after she's gone through a brain surgery. So it explains a lot, actually. For me, anyways.
Did you retrieve the technology?
I heard one of the previous visitors that don't spoke to you asked you some questions.
Oh yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left us some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
So, yeah. Can you tell me more about these pylons?
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
Okay, enough bashing Mobius. That's all.
Yes.
So, yeah. I'm going to hunt around for a bit while I explain the near future. Some of my runs are getting modified for different reasons. Homefront I may or may not end up doing anymore. I played through a bit of it on my own, and just to get used to the controls, and I think I'd prefer to go through that game on my own rather than do it as a run. I'm still debating, and I'm not going to play through any more of it until I've decided. Also, for some ungodly reason, some of you have been requesting that I do Fallout 3. I'm not even done New Vegas yet, and some of you are requesting Fallout 3. Which I have to sit here and wonder, why? Do you just love watching me play Fallout that badly? Like, why? I don't even know what else to say. So, yeah. If I get another request for it, I may just have to end up doing that. It'll be added to the list. No guarantees when I'll get around to it, but if you guys really want it that badly.
Have you done all we asked? If not, we will not hesitate to ask again.
That's nice. So, yeah. I'm gonna guess it was just a random spawn that I can't get again. It's unfortunate. You know what, before we end this part, let's make sure I did most of the quests we got. Okay, so those three... yeah, those three are the ones they gave us. All my friends have off switches is going to the central sink. And then, so yeah, we've got everything we can do for the time being. I want to know why the gun keeps talking to us. This part will be ending in about a minute or so. So this thing's got some charge time. And I can't just leave it at charge. That's unfortunate. The ammo I'm using first, yeah, I've got no special ammo for it. So this is just a glove for scientists, fine.
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most jocund welcome to the sink. I am your electronic valet and household central processor. May I be of service, sir?
What services do you provide?
In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide, sir, with direct access to the commissary. Any goods sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface, whence tiny robots shall deliver them forthwith to this very domicile.
I'd like to buy some things.
Very good, sir. And might I venture to opine that a new trilby might be just the thing to complete sir's ensemble?
We can buy another one. Or we can buy a shovel. We can basically find everything we could want from there.
Sir's accoutrements are precisely where sir has left them, and should the toaster say otherwise, I remind sir that it is a wastrel.
I'm not even going to comment on that. So that's outside. And this is our little house while we are here, I suppose. Here is your spine without a brainstem to snap it on to. Here it floats. Your back doesn't feel any different this removal. If anything, whatever was placed in there makes you feel stronger. Based on the other tanks in the room, you can safely assume this is where your brain should be, floating. It's currently missing from both the tank and it's properly placed in your head, but you seem to be doing fine without it. This is your heart. Apparently, cranial surgery complications required its removal, and until your brain is returned, your heart can't be trusted to keep beating in your body. Your new heart seems to be working just fine, however. I have one problem with that. That means we're part robot. We still have that as an option. Actually, if I get the metal armor repaired, it might prove to be a useful thing to have. Rather than, you know, mad scientist scrubs. Just saying. Let's bring them to the central.
Might I be of service, sir?
I need my equipment repaired.
Very good, sir.
Metal armor. So it's got a damage threshold of 12 now? Yeah. No, I think I'll keep my perception boosted to the max. So we have a 13.1 damage threshold. Aw, the auto dock is damaged. Come here, Muggy. How did I miss that? Alright, well, you know what? I think that's just about it for this time. I'm Plasma Void, and I'll see you in the new year.